Hello, beautiful Virgos. How are we doing? How are we feeling? I have been summoned to, I know you guys have been in need of a reading. I am here to deliver. It's your girl Victoria. As always, I'm here to deliver general messages. See how Mercury retrograde is already having me say the wrong things? Okay, cool. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a general message for how Mercury retrograde will be coming into play with your life for the next couple of weeks. I really encourage you to look into your rising sign. I'm going to do a video on, Mercury retrograde throughout all the signs. So I really encourage you to look up your rising sign and check that video out. Okay, cute. So Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, you want to know why Virgos have a hard time during Mercury retrograde? I will tell you why, because Mercury is the planet that rules Virgo. It rules Virgo and Gemini, which is why I had to come through with a video for you to today, now. So, for those of you who don't know, Mercury is currently in its retrograde period phase. This started on the 16th of February. It's retrograded in the sign of Pisces, which is the opposite sister sign of Virgo, which is even more crazy for Virgo. Then it's going to retrograde into Mercury in Aquarius first week of March. I believe it's March 4th. Yes, and then back into Mercury in a Pisces on March 9th. And so there's a lot going on astrologically, and that's just one planet. Virgo, this Mercury retrograde is affecting your love life. I'll be honest with you, it's affecting your one-on-one dynamics, whether it is platonic, romantic, it could also be a business partnership. It is affecting the way that you relate to people and the way that others may relate to you and how you experience these one-on-one dynamics. And so Virgo, as we know, there are certain certain unsaid rules in any type of dynamic. For example, if you are, in a relationship, there's going to be a side of the bed that you will sleep on and your partner sleeps on the other one. If you live together, one person is the one that takes out the trash, the other one, does something else. There are certain unsaid behaviors or things that you just catch on to while you are, getting to know someone or in any type of relationship with that person. Again, this could be platonic, this could be, business related. So there are certain unsaid criteria that you just, or rules that you just don't really have to acknowledge or speak of out loud. Mercury retrograde is here to change that. Mercury retrograde, Pisces, you think of boundaries, lack of boundaries. You think of not really attention to details. It's more so the bigger picture, and that's the same for Aquarius too. It's less specific, and it's more outside. And Virgo has a hard time not paying attention to detail because Virgo is into the micromanaging. Virgo is into the routine and the stability and the order and the organization. But Pisces is more so fluid in the sense of creative and just kind of a free spirit, kind of go with the flow. It's water and it's mutable water, and so it's constantly changing and evolving and shifting, and it's very flexible, and it's a lovely atmosphere to be in. However, it can be difficult as your opposing sign, as your sister sign. It can cause a bit of friction where Virgo is in your birth chart. So now it's a time that we start to reassess our partnerships. Things that we did not speak of out loud are now coming to light. They're resurfacing. Certain issues that you may have tried to keep buried deep within, some issues that you didn't even notice you had, are now coming out, especially in regards to partnerships. Of course, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of your subconscious mind, it's spirituality, it's your dream state. I'm just being very general, but it is what is hidden from you. And so things are coming to light at this point. Things that you didn't even have to register in your mind before are now coming to light. And again, this is all surrounding your personal one-on-one relationships, okay? So it can be a little difficult during, like, not gonna lie to you, it can be a little difficult, but it's nothing that is going to be ruining your life. It's nothing for you to be scared of. If anything, it's going to be a very enlightening month, because like out of all the signs, Virgo, I feel like you have the most to gain out of this, because yes, you will be experiencing it very heavily, but you will still come out of this a changed person, and for the better, because everything that the universe is throwing your way, astrologically, or just everything in divine timing, it's all for your greater good. At the end of the day, you're not put on this earth to suffer. You're not going to go through Mercury retrograde not learning lessons. I mean, that's entirely up to you, but the whole essence of Mercury retrograde is to take a little step back. It's to introspect a little. As Virgos, it's very easy to get all caught up in the details and just get lost in reality, like lost in the sauce. You just tapped out. You're just like, nope, things are too chaotic for me. I gotta go. Mercury retrograde is showing you all the chaos, showing you the discomfort, and asking you to sit in it and reassess, reevaluate. Hopefully, the goal here is that by the end of retrograde, you are even closer to yourself, and even closer to your to the bonds that you have with the people that you love, the people that you work with, your one-on-one relationships. And oftentimes that happens to be your romantic life, your love life. So yeah, we're 6 minutes in. I've had such bad luck recording these videos because Mercury retrograde, so I kind of gotta rush a little bit. I do apologize. I'm just kind of paranoid. Even though you shouldn't be paranoid. Okay, whatever. So what? Okay, cool. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Not sure if I said this already, but do make sure to check out your rising sign, okay? Very important that you check out your rising sign, and the video that I'll do on that. Okay. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, I know you guys have been needing a reading. Everyone's been asking me for one, and I know, but I'm a Virgo myself, and I had to also be in the right mindset to do this. But I'm here now. Okay. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury retrograde. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Fulfillment of dreams, of wishes. Justice card in reverse. Okay. Oh, there we go. 9 of Wands. Okay. Knight of Swords. Reverse. And we got the 5. Okay. 5 of Wands. Okay. Slow down. Just slow down, Virgo. Slow your roll. You got a lot to say. You got a lot to prove. And you got a lot of energy right now. I feel so the energy is it physical? Is it mental? It's kind of like you have a lot of, you're feeling hyped right now. You're hyped, but you have to kind of tone it down, because the hype is kind of getting in the way of you seeing things clearly. It's kind of causing you to be a little too cocky, a little too arrogant, in the sense that you may feel like you know it all right now, but I'm going to be honest with you, Virgo. There are lessons to be learned, and universe is going to make you acknowledge these lessons one way or another. It's better that you take your L's in silence, and you're just kind of low-key about it. You're feeling very amped up. You may not even know why. You may not even understand what you're fighting for or what you're fighting against. There's a lot of miscommunication, kind of like a competitive spirit. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm seeing Libra here. I'm seeing Aquarius. Um, don't fight with your loved ones, Virgo, because you're bound to change your mind by the end of Mercury retrograde. You're bound to hit a wall afterwards and kind of come back to your senses once Mercury retrograde is done. I'm seeing that you have a lot of energy right now and you're feeling kind of like out of control. Out of control. Like, where are all these wands going to? Like, what is the end goal here? And you see how everyone here is fighting, and there's like, what are they fighting for? Like, again, what is the end goal? It's like everyone's just trying to talk over each other and like outsmart each other, and like no, like it's too much, and it's going to cause confusion, and it's actually going to get in the way of you learning your karmic lessons. There are many opportunities coming your way. I'm seeing fulfillment of dreams. I'm seeing events. I'm seeing you going out, or I'm seeing invitations. I'm seeing a lot of emotions being all over the place. You could also be like drinking during this time or partying, because I do see like some alcohol. But it's important for you, Virgo, not to get too carried away. I do understand that, you know, the duality of Virgo. There's the hermit, and then there's the chaos. It's okay to be chaotic, especially during Mercury retrograde, Virgo. I just want you to tone it down a little bit, because you may end up pushing the wrong people away. You may end up like ruining it for yourself, embarrassing yourself. And as someone that prides himself on their knowledge, and you are very noble, Virgo, I just don't want you to ruin your image and, again, ruin your relationships just because you're feeling like a lot right now. Just feeling a lot. Do go out, do enjoy yourself, do have a good time. Prepare for any type of like, you know, technical issues, or just keep in mind that like things may not always go as planned during Mercury retrograde. Mercury is the planet of technology and communication, and so communication, Virgo, people are not going to understand what you are trying to say, no matter how much you use intelligent words or reference the books you've been reading. You are also not going to understand people, even though they might be saying some real ass shit. It's a two-way street. Any type of conversation, there's going to be a give and take, Virgo, and it's just important for you not to feel so defensive during this time. You are so fired up, Virgo. You're so fired up. You're so fired up. And that's okay. You're going through it. That's fine. Just don't let this retrograde be an excuse for you to embarrass yourself and lose your dignity and lose your cool. Like, do try to remain humble. I'm not telling you not to feel yourself, because there's opportunities for you to go out and, you know, show the world your beautiful, fine ass self. But don't let it all go to your head. And don't like, just try to stay away from heated arguments, because arguments can literally go from 0 to 100 during this time, especially with the energy that you got going around you. There's a lot going on for you, Virgo. Don't rush the process more than what is already like unfolding. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Another card for because like everyone just doesn't have a common goal right now, and I don't want you to be so stubborn and so close-minded and so judgmental that you think that you have to be like, everyone has to agree / understand / acknowledge everything that is coming out of your mouth. Focus on yourself and try to say less. I know it's hard to do. I know. I'm a Virgo as well. This is a self-drag, okay? But focus on yourself and just try to keep a low profile. And no matter what you do, don't get too comfortable. Not saying something bad is going to happen. It's just the universe is like getting serious about breaking down certain karmic lessons that you need to be honest. Like, you need to be honest with yourself about in order to learn and grow. This is all for your greater good at the end of it, Virgo. So don't make the process even harder by picking fights where fights don't need to be picked or started. Keep in mind that arguments will likely be resolved by the end of retrograde, and your mindset will likely change. As a Virgo, you don't just you're not that stubborn. Come on. The mutable energy, there's always two sides to the coin, Virgo. Be open-minded. Be more open-minded. This is not the time to pass judgment, and this is not the time to jump the gun. It's not the time to sign contracts that you don't even really understand. You have to proofread what you are writing. You have to reread what you are reading. You have to look into what it is you are saying. Make sure you have all the facts before going through with it, because if there's any card that's going to talk about Mercury retrograde, it's this right here. Like, biting more than you can chew, and then finding that you are in a situation you don't really want to be in, especially if alcohol is involved, especially if you're in a public setting and you're with strangers. Nothing to be scared about. I just don't want you to pick a fight, Virgo. Mind your damn business. Okay. Hanged Man, this is perfect. That's what I was saying. It's a time for introspection and trying to take it back. I know that you're feeling this momentum, and there's a lot happening around you, so you are getting a little anxious, just a little on edge, because you feel as though things are coming, or you have to get ready for a big event, or you have to get ready for just everything that's going on in your life right now. There's a lot coming your way, or you feel expressing a lot. But it is a good idea to take part in some introspection and some isolation. Do feel free to step aside and meditate on what it is before you jump to conclusions, before you start a new project, before you just fully dive into something and just completely go off the rails. All right, let's get a angel love message for my Virgos that are currently in relationships. Like I said, I did see mention of but I did see mention of an air sign, and I also see a bit of fire here. Some of you could have significant Sagittarius placements as well, and that's kind of the energy that kind of wants to go out and start shit, basically. But you have to kind of tone it down. Just have your fun, Virgo. Have your fun. It's your time to shine. Just be a little, it's okay to be a little conservative, a little reserved, a little quiet. Like I said, arguments are prone to happen during this time, especially for you, Virgo. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's the planet of communication and technology, and it's your ruling planet, and it's retrograding. So of course it's going to be a little bit difficult for you, but you know what? You got this. And like I said, by the end of it, you and your partner will be a lot closer, because you'll know things about yourself that you didn't know before, because a lot is coming out. I know it's uncomfortable, but you just gotta stay put until Mercury ends, okay? Not the end of the world, Virgo. Just, it's time for you to learn. And don't you want to better yourself? Honestly, be honest. You want to better yourself. If there's things that you didn't even notice that you do, that maybe your partner noticed, maybe these are things that can make your life easier, your relationships easier, why not do it? It's a learning experience. That's why we're here on Earth. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in relationships for Mercury retrograde. What is their angel love message? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Mercury retrograde message. Mercury retrograde message. Okay. Express your love. Beautiful. This actually came out for the Gemini reading as well. Maybe you're dealing with the Gemini. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Of course, if you just keep starting fights with your partner, or at least your partner feels as though you are picking fights with them, then there's not going to be love, and there won't be romance and stability and just lightheartedness. So the more that you do like the romantic gestures that you're guided to make, the more you're going to be able to make this like a more pleasurable time for both you and your partner. All right, singles, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Single people, the singles for Mercury retrograde, we got worth waiting for. So yes, there is, you may actually, you going out, you may have a lot of different options before you, a lot of prospects, a lot of sex as well. This is a sex card. So you could be experiencing a high libido during this time, or you could be hooking up with people, or just wanting sex. But I am seeing that this card says divine timing is at work in your love life. This means that there's no need for you to settle. Yes, there are many choices before you, Virgo. Yes, you're feeling horny, etc. But the love that you seek is worth waiting for. So there's no reason for you to settle. And that's it. I'm going to end it there, okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.